I was like, what the fuck? You said 99% sure that you didn't.
99%. Wait, what?
So
99% sure that he didn't what?
impregnate me. That he didn't impregnate me.
I'm 99% sure I didn't impregnate you. This is how I know that he has never had sex before he had his show, before he had clout. This man got no women.
You are watching a master at work.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy WattsTV, man, and today we are doing a topic video. If you guys have not watched my last video, then please do me a favor and do so. It's going crazy right now. It should hit 10K by the end of the day, I'm assuming. But yeah, it's going crazy right now. Thank you to everybody who has followed. Thank you to everybody who's left a comment. I really do appreciate you. And we are going to keep covering Fresh and Fit because we want to hold these dudes accountable, man. I'm not here. I do not want to see their channel fail. When it comes to hypocrisy, I just can't fade it. Like, these guys specifically said that they wanted burning desire for women and they didn't really believe in transactional sex, but you have this corny dude Myron over here basically saying you can't come on my show unless you have sex with me. Bro, is that not transactional sex or what? And transactional doesn't even have to be considered monetary. Like, there are a lot of different transactions in the world. It's not always about money. But yeah, that's what we're getting into today for the most part. First, let's look at Fresh and Fit's social blade because I am curious, boy. Whoo! They are losing subscribers way faster than Myron is losing his hair. The 17th, 10K, 15K, 6, 4, 3, 2. Bro. I mean, it's going down each day, but this doesn't seem like it's letting up. They were at 430,000 subscribers, and now they're at 390. Oh, how have the mighty have fallen. See, this is what happens when people call you out on your shit. All right. So, wow. I just wanted to point that out to you guys real quick because that is crazy. But yeah, again, my whole goal isn't for me to just shut down the Fresh and Fit podcast. Like, I'm not a hater. I just don't like dudes who act so high and mighty, but they don't even practice what they preach. You using your show as leverage for women to have sex with you, like, that's extremely corny, bro. I'm sorry, that's extremely corny. And I know a lot of you are going to say, well, women do it too. It's corny when they do it too. I do not believe in having leverage over anybody. Like, when it comes to sex, that's weird, man. Like, oh, well, if you do this for me, I'll let you have sex with me. It's kind of gross too. Actually, it's really gross. It's fucking weird. Anyway, so if you guys did not know, there are a lot of allegations that are coming out between Fresh and Fit, mainly Myron. And that's probably why he losing his hair so fast now, because I assume he's stressing with all the stuff that's coming out. But there are 3 women in particular who have been speaking out about what has been happening. A lot of people has been saying, oh, it's just for clout, yada yada yada. These girls just want to get, you know, put on TV, blah blah. I mean, on YouTube, blah blah blah. They just want some fame, yada yada yada. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. Now, keep in mind, there are 2 sides to every story. So I am going to be listening to both sides because Monday on August 23rd, Fresh and Fit is going to be holding a Q&A with their true fans. So I am going to cover that as well because, you know, they're going to ask them all of the hard questions. So I will cover that. But before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to my subscriber Camaro. She sent me so much information on these women and on this topic in general because she really wanted me to cover it, and I just want to give her a quick shout out because I really do appreciate it. Props to you. If you guys want to hit me up on my Instagram, please do me a favor and follow me at WattsTV94. That is WattsTV94. But yeah, man, let's get into these conversations. All right, I wanted to react to some of these conversations with you guys because there has been a lot said, and I could not write that many notes, but I did write down the timestamps. So I'm going to be going through all of this with you guys, and we're going to talk about it. So without further ado, let's get into the first chick. Her name is Miss Cheeks. She is or was, I don't know, an OnlyFans chick. You know, she makes all that type of, you know, I guess is pornography. Yeah, she makes pornography on OnlyFans. I don't know if she's having sex on there or whatever. I don't know. I know nothing. But anyway, to make a long story short, she was messing with Myron, and apparently he got her pregnant. So yeah, without further ado, let's listen to some of the points that I had written down
about everything. And as I was thinking, I was like, okay, well, first, before I do this, do I think that the way that he was approaching me was genuine? Do I feel good about the way that I was approached?
She's talking about Myron right now.
Good about the way that everything happened? And my answer to that was no. And then I had to think, well, okay, why don't I feel like it was genuine? And I don't think it was genuine because if you're trying to tell somebody that you care about them, if you're trying to tell them that you give a fuck about them and all these other things, but when you create a life with them, all that shit goes out of the window, then it makes the person feel manipulated.
Okay. And to her point, I pretty much agree with her on that. Again, guys, I don't know if any of this is true. I'm gonna just go off of her story right now. All of this is hearsay and alleged. I'm not saying that all of this stuff actually happened until like we actually see receipts. So take all of this with a grain of salt. But so she's claiming that Myron got her pregnant. She's basically saying that she feels manipulated because everything was all fine and dandy beforehand. Like it seemed like he was really just trying to, you know, to get in her pants. And she has a lot of text messages. I'll leave a link to I will leave a link in the description down below if you guys want to check out her Twitter. She's tweeted a lot. She has some screenshots, some text messages. She has a voice message so that you can hear that it's actually him. Like you can hear his corny voice. But yeah, her thing is that she feels like that she was being manipulated just so that he could fuck, because as soon as she told him that, you know, she was pregnant, he started acting different. But let's continue the video.
Before I knew that I was actually pregnant. Now everybody knows, or maybe not everybody, but most women know, once you're pregnant, I don't give a fuck how. You know what I mean? You are. It's just a thing.
Right.
I already have a child, so it's easy for me to get attached quick to harboring life or just life in general.
Right. I can understand that.
His initial response was, "I'll pay for the abortion." Then after I went to, "It's your fault. You betrayed me. You betrayed my trust. Blah 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 blah." As if I had impregnated myself. Like everything was just my fault, right? And then. Wow. When I told him that I was shaky about abortion, that I had just moved to Miami, that I don't have any family support, that I'm here by myself, and that I kind of was shaky, I just really didn't, the abortion thing wasn't vibing with me. He kind of got upset. He told me that a baby would ruin both of our lives. He told me that he would sign away his parental rights.
Bro.
He told me that
wait. Whoa. Roll that back.
Bro, so we're gonna keep going in a second, but listen to that. If this is true, that is completely fucked up. So the first thing, okay, well, she did say before that they before that they had sex, like I guess they had a conversation about abortion, and she said that, you know, she was open to it, I guess, like beforehand, but you know, things change. Like she has a whole life inside of her. And it's her body. She can keep the child if she wants to. But you decided, here's my issue. You talk all this shit about being an alpha male, but as an alpha male, why are you not taking care of your responsibilities? If this is true, why are you not taking care of your responsibilities? You were man enough not to screw her with a condom on, but you are not man enough to take care of a child. Your first reaction is to run because it's the easiest choice. But no, you thought I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't even know what else to say, because I don't know what you were thinking, my guy. Why wouldn't you protect yourself? What did you think was going to happen? And guys, I'm so sick of y'all. I'm so sick of y'all saying, oh, well, I pulled out and she still got pregnant. Duh, we are not in middle school anymore. How do you guys not know how anatomy works? You don't necessarily have to, you know, finish inside of a woman, not to get too vulgar, to get her pregnant, you morons. It doesn't work that way. As soon as you put it in, you are at risk of having a baby. All right? And let's not even talk about babies. Let's talk about STDs. You are so likely to catch an STD. And I do not know this young lady, and I'm sure she's a good human being, but for the sake of argument, what if she had STDs? Why are you just willingly hitting raw like that? I don't understand. And you got her pregnant, and now, if this is true, and you got her pregnant, and now you don't want to take care of your responsibilities, yeah, okay, real alpha behavior. Okay.
Flip back. I'm sorry. Time out. You just dropped
I'm with him.
a bomb right there. So he said if you end up keeping the baby, he's willing to sign away his parental rights.
Bro,
did I hear this correctly?
Isn't that crazy?
I don't think I have that much wax in my ears. He literally said he's willing to sign papers, to sign away his parental rights so that he cannot claim this child as his own. What?
That's crazy.
Okay, please come.
But see, this was the thing.
What?
When he said that, part of me was okay with it, and part of me was like, okay, if that's an option, then that's something that we can explore if you want to do it. Because I'm not gonna ever force anything on anyone, because
oh, have mercy.
It's not fair. He didn't force the plan B on me. A lot of men do, think shit like that. He didn't do that,
But the thing is that you got somebody who is willing to go have unprotected relations with you.
That's what I'm saying.
He ain't going, and he's not wearing the proper protection, so he's already playing Russian roulette with that.
Facts.
Stuff. Doesn't matter. Pardon my French, but it doesn't matter if his pullout game's strong. It's still a possibility of impregnating a woman.
Thank you. How do y'all not know how anatomy works? Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
So where on God's green earth would somebody think that it's all your fault? It takes two to tango.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, and I do want to point that out, right? She's just as much at fault, because, I mean, you let him go raw. Like, I don't know if he convinced you into it, and you said the sex was consensual, but you said that he said he already didn't want to wear a condom, but you let him hit raw. So that is on you as well. So this is both of your faults. Like, this is not just one party. Like my man just said, it takes two to tango. So
both y'all.
That's what I said. And then not only that, but like before everything happened, I was like, for one, I'm ovulating. For two, I'm super fertile.
Oh my dear God! Wait a second.
I gave every warning.
What? If a girl tells me I am ovulating and I am super first of all, I never heard a woman say to me, "Oh yeah, I'm super fertile, so you might want to watch out." If a woman tells me that she's really fertile, bro, best believe I am going to be so careful. Like, I'm wearing all types of condoms. My clothes that day is going to be made out of latex. Are you serious? And she told him this shit beforehand. She said, "Hey man, I'm ovulating and I'm super fertile. This is what you want to do. I mean, hey, it's on you." She warned him. Okay, I'm sorry. He's a little more at fault on this, in my opinion. Both of y'all are still at fault, but he had the warning.
You told him, you gave him a heads up and said, "Yo, I'm ovulating."
Wow.
I'm super fertile, and he gave zero dams.
Wow.
Zero. Okay.
Because of that, where I can, because that's just what people do. And if I was trying to do this for clout, I'd be on this bitch slaying this man, and I'm not.
I see, but but just to come on to the other side of the fence of course, the questions that I have, people are automatically wondering, what I've just asked earlier of like why the text message, why the tweets right now, why not 2 weeks ago, or why not a little bit ago, why right now, in the height of him, where basically his ship is going down, right? Slowly but surely is going down, and now you are coming out with this. So that's just a question I think that a lot of people are asking of like, okay, it's happening right now. Why was?
And that's a valid question. Like, I can understand why it may look sketchy. Like, I get it.
Wasn't this before or whatever? So then people are going to wonder, oh, she's doing this for clout.
Right.
I don't think that you're doing this for clout.
I don't think so either.
You're putting out your truth. You're saying what you need to say. But I think a lot of people some people are maybe thinking that way, what I just said earlier. You know what I mean? But it's totally understandable that you feel this type of way. Yes, it is messed up. I still can't believe, like, well, actually, before I even go there, are you going to keep the child?
Let's hear it.
I'm not sure. Abortion is not something that I normally would resort to, but being that I don't really have a support system, and being that I feel like a kid is supposed to have two parents that genuinely love and want them, and even if I can love them with all of my being, I still feel like having that other parent is really important. Because I was a product of one parent, and they tried their fucking hardest, but I can be pretty fucked up. So,
I get that. So it sounds like she's gonna have it for the most part, unless she changes her mind. I don't know. I guess only time will tell. All right, let's get to the last little bit of this clip.
Drifting apart, but he was still interested in hanging out. And then once I confirmed that I was pregnant, that's kind of when it was like, all right, bitch, like, he kind of was done, and I kind of was done too, because I was like, what the fuck? You said 99% sure that you didn't.
99% sure. Wait, what?
99% sure that he didn't what?
Impregnate me. That he didn't impregnate me.
I'm 99% sure I didn't impregnate you. This is how I know that he has never had sex before he had his show, before he had clout. This man got no women. Because what the fuck? You don't know that? You telling me you could just finish up, be like, oh yeah, damn, I got you that time. I think we about to have twins. What? How can you just magically tell if you got someone pregnant or not? Oh, because your pull-out game is just that strong? Know some goddamn anatomy. God.
Because he thinks his pull-out game that strong.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, Gray.
Okay, so that's enough of her. All right, so you guys pretty much get the picture with her. So to make a long story short, just to summarize everything up, Myron has been trying to court her. He's been talking to her the way that she feels like he's been doing all of these nice things at first just to have sex with her, and to kind of like manipulate her. And now that she has a baby, he doesn't want to take responsibility, and he's saying that he will sign over his rights if she has the baby. And wow, again, keep in mind, guys, all this shit is hearsay. None of this is confirmed, but I'm so curious to hear what he has to say about that, because that's a big allegation. But you know, let's go to another video. Let's get into Nina, because she said a lot of interesting things too, apparently.
First of all, I think it's comical. And I'm going to be real honest, so excuse my language when I express myself. I don't give a shit what anybody had to say. I knew what my truth was.
Okay, so she has been on the show before, and she was supposed to go on the show again, if I'm not mistaken. So keep that in mind.
And let it be known that I've been in the sex work industry since I was 18 years old. I am now 42. If I felt sexually harassed, I can't imagine what a square woman that doesn't willingly expose herself to sex work would feel like going onto their platform.
That's crazy.
I'm like, oh, shit. This is a free-for-all. This is some bullshit. And I got to hang out with these guys afterwards. I got to hear how they spoke. I know what the hell I'm talking about. And because I'm because I'm an influencer, I had to clear the air, because on their podcast, I carried myself like a professional. I brought proper conversation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I did the best that I dressed well. I didn't I didn't show up as a stripfluencer or as a sex worker. I showed up as a professional that was going to be on a professional podcast.
Okay.
That's how I showed up. So given that image and how well that podcast went, I didn't want people to think that I rock with these kind of dudes, because in real life, it's trash.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So, wow. I can't wait to hear what else that she's gonna say. But to make a long story short, I think she used to be in, I don't want to say the porn industry, but she might have been a sex worker, apparently. So from what I understand and what I've heard through other videos, since she used to be a sex worker, they tried to get her to do some like more explicit content for their Patreon, and she wasn't rocking with it because they weren't trying to pay her.
Long story short, this is what happened, and I'm going to say it so it's out here and it's clear for everybody to understand. I went on their podcast, and I must have made a pretty good impression with their audience. I went on their podcast, did my shit, rocked this, rocked the stadium, did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? After the podcast, and I hung out with them, they kept asking me to come back. If you watch the podcast again and you replay it, you will see that they say, do you guys want us to bring Nina Unrated back to the show? Put up a 1 for yes. Put up a 2 for no.
So I cannot confirm that's what happened, but from what she's describing right now, I pretty much I really believe her, because they always put out like 1s and 2s in the chat. So yeah, that's probably
they all
true.
Said yes, bring her back, bring her back. Go through the comments.
The fans loved you. We can't deny that. Yeah,
they were vibing. Everything was great. There was no problem. Okay, so I wasn't feeling well for a little bit, and I was like, listen, they kept hitting me up like, yo, when you coming on the show, what's going on? Are you coming back? I'm like, I'm confused. Do you want me to come back and do another show? Do you want me to come back for 2, 3 shows? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped communicating with them for about a week or so. They reached out to me again, like, hey, are you coming on the show or not? And I was like, okay, look, I'm not feeling too well. I have food poisoning. Give me 36 to 48 hours. I'll see how I feel, because I don't want to commit to something and I can't follow through. So I was very aware of how I was feeling. I was making them aware of how I was feeling. What is this podcast about? What are we going to be doing? Oh, well, out of the blue, this question comes in, and they're asking me, do I do porn?
Bam.
And I'm like, why are you asking me this? So that's when the pressure started to really kick in. Mind you, while I was with them, what is it, Fresh, the dark-skinned one, and the producer, they all try to get at me. I went back to both of their places.
Why,
I
though?
went back to both of their places.
Why, though?
I got to go walk my dog. And I'm like, okay, well, go ahead and walk your dog then. So I'm from the streets. I know sex work. I know men. I could tell this dude is trying to hit, but he was so corny. He was so whack. The game was so bad. He brings me to his crib, and I'm like, hey,
come on. Again, all of this is not confirmed. All this is hearsay. But she said, yo, this dude was so corny. Does that not sound like Fresh to y'all? Let me know in the comments down below. Does that not sound like Fresh to y'all? Oh, I believe this story wholeheartedly.
So I feel a little bit of pressure. Well, you know, this is my room and this is that and this is where I'm staying and look at the view. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, ain't you gonna go walk your dog? Go walk your dog.
Yep, that is most definitely him. See, and they always say that, don't lead with money. Don't lead with money. Hey, look at all this nice stuff I got. I got this Lambo. I got a dog. I got a nice view. Please sleep with me. That's their game. They have no game. Their game is look at my shit. Their game is look at my nice stuff. That's their game.
I had to come out of my mouth and physically say, hey, yo, I'm not going to fuck you.
Woo!
You know that, right? Like, I'm not going to, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? I had to try. No, you didn't. Because you came up here to walk your dog and I kept it professional. That actually happened. Then I have my...
Yo, I believe her. I believe her. Because it just sounds like him. You know I had to try, right? Like, I can literally hear his voice in my head saying some shit like that. And I can see him doing some like weird corny shit like that too. That's crazy. Yo, shout out to her. Like, you know you're not gonna fuck, right? That is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Iron asking me during sushi while him and his friends are in the corner and we're sitting face to face, how much do I charge for sex? And I'm like, well, I'm not in the industry anymore. You know, that's what I used to do. And this is what I used to charge. We're discussing prices. And he, oh, yeah, okay, I can see that. I can see this. Then he comes in and tells me he's an FBI agent. I'm like, oh, shit. So I have to shut up immediately. Like, you know what? Let me.
He used to be an FBI agent? I did not know that. Myra used to be an FBI agent?
Less about, you know, whatever it is that I need to be talking about. Because I don't trust this dude. This is moving on some funny shit. Whatever. Fast forward. They want me to be on their podcast. I'm trying to figure out what's the big hype. Oh, congratulations. This is what the producer says to me. Congratulations, because we don't have women get solo shows. Consider yourself lucky. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like,
solo shows?
I'm like, your audience requested me, so I'm a little confused. He's like, well, consider yourself lucky because we don't give females solo shows. Ha. So
see, and you know what? That's that energy that I don't like about their shows. Like, that's their energy. Like, they don't treat everybody with the same respect, and it makes me cringe sometimes. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, she does OnlyFans, and apparently she's very successful. Like, she doesn't need your show. No, let's get this straight. No one needs your show, okay? Jesus.
He's chuckling at me. I'm like, oh, okay. So they asked me to come back, and I finally agreed. I said, okay, I'll be back on August 6th. Confirmed the dates twice. Confirmed everything. Everyone agreed. Once I agreed and said yes, that's when they started to pressure me. Oh, do you do porn? Oh, I'm like, why are you asking do I do porn? What is the concern with me doing porn? I don't understand. Well, as you know, we started to interview porn stars. So we want to give you an interview topless for our Patreon. And I go back and forth with them. I'm trying to make them understand what they're asking of me. And I'm like, yo, so what are you saying? That if I don't give you adult sexual content for you to exploit me sexually, you're not going to give me the interview? Like, what is it that you're trying to get across? What is it that you're trying to...
Does that not sound familiar? Is that not literally the same thing that Anna Quinn Fitness said? Like,
unveiled to me. So basically, if I wouldn't give them adult content, if I wouldn't fill sexual content for them, for whatever reason they wanted it, whether it was Patreon or for personal use or whatever, if I wouldn't do that for them, I wouldn't be able to do this interview. That's what it boiled down to. So I told him, if you want me to be on your Patreon and give you adult content, it's $2,500.
Bam.
You don't give me my money. I have an OnlyFans. Why would I give a grown-ass man content of my vagina, my titties, sexual content when I'm like one of the top people on OnlyFans? Like, what are you talking about? I'm not.
I would have to agree. I would have to agree. Like, why? What kind of sense would that make? But you guys heard what she said, right? Now, keep in mind, does all of this not sounds like it could possibly be true? I'm not saying that it is. This is just her story. We still need to hear theirs tomorrow. But doesn't it sound like just like them? It sounds like stuff they've been accused for before, and the whole corniness and the way that she's explaining everything, like, it has their stank written all over it, bro. I'm just saying, yo, y'all let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. But let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get into the next video. All right, this is back to the Pascal Show.
Probably not gonna believe this, but like 3-4 days ago, like a couple days before the Abba and Preach video, I was talking to my mom and I was saying, Mom, like I was talking to her on the phone. I was really emotional and I was saying, Mom, I'm getting these comments like every 3 hours. I'm getting someone harassing me, hating on me, like telling me to kill myself, like all these awful things every 3 hours. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should make a video. I don't know if I should talk to one of my mutual friends who has a bigger platform, and I don't know. And she told me, she was like, you know what? Maybe you should make a video because this has to be shut down. So that could be verified with my mama, but even if I send her a text and say, Mama, did this happen? Everyone knows she's my mama. She's probably going to say,
yeah, you're right or not.
So essentially, he asked her, basically why, with everything that's going on now and with his ship sinking, just like how he's asked with the Miss Cheeks chick. She said, why put out a video recently? And she's just said, she basically said that it was because she just kept getting harassed every day ever since this whole thing happened. So she just kept getting harassed. So she was like, fuck it, I might as well make a video. And I get it. I would have made a video too eventually. It doesn't give a fuck when I made it. Like, she made it because she's constantly getting harassed because a grown-ass men decided it was okay to basically sick their damn simps after this poor, like, innocent woman for no reason. She didn't do anything. Like, leave her alone. I don't understand. Like, bro, that is such beta energy. You are not an alpha male, bro. You are a beta. Like, these dudes are ridiculous.
I'm not at all saying that this is directly due to the Fresh and Fit situations. Let me just preface by saying I'm not blaming them, but I am saying that I've been on bed rest for 3 weeks, and my doctor just put me on bed rest for 3.5 more weeks, or 3 more weeks, and told me, I don't know what's happening, why you're having complications with your pregnancy, but do you have any unnecessary stress on your life right now? Because there's no physical reason, and it's got to be some kind of like emotional stress. And my doctor told me that, and he's like, if you need to take some time off work, whatever you need to do to get your mind right, because there's a chance, like the doctor's saying that there's a chance that I could lose the baby because of the stress levels that I'm under. My white blood cell count was elevated. It's not supposed to go over 10,000 to 21,000 for 3 weeks, and they couldn't figure. There was no scientific reason why or medical reason why. So,
no, that's terrible.
Okay, so and that's my issue, man.
So yeah,
that's one of my main issues. So these are the guys that so many people look up to for what? This woman is pregnant, bro. For grown men once again to sick their puns on a pregnant woman. She's pregnant. They put her in the chat so that she could get harassed, and they just pretty much laughed it off. Bro, y'all are basically trying to kill this woman's baby. They really, with her story specifically, they really twisted the narrative a lot, because I saw the screenshots. She never asked for a free trip. So I don't know where the hell they got that. She never asked for a free trip. Whew. But yeah, guys, I just really wanted to get into that. I know this video was kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to hit on specific key points. And this was a lot of information to take in. This was a lot of video footage to watch. So again, I apologize if this was all over the place. Shout out to Camaro for giving me all this video, all of this footage. Again, I am not here to tear down Fresh and Fit, but I am here to show you what they are doing and how they are living, because this stuff is not okay. I don't care who you are. If Abba and Preach did this, I will be making a video about them as well. Like, hold everybody accountable to the same standard, no matter how loyal you are. Don't be like that simp that I reacted to last night. Don't be like him. There is right and there is wrong. and how they have been handling these situations has just been dead wrong. Now, again, a lot of this is hearsay, so we are going to hear their side of the story tomorrow once they go live. So I will cover that, and I will post a video, and I will keep you guys updated. If there's anything that you guys want me to react to, or if there's anything that I missed, please do me a favor, let me know in the comments down below, or hit me up on my Instagram, WattsTV94. Also, please do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. I am on a road to 2K now. I'm pretty much halfway there. So guys, please do me a favor. Let's get me to 2K, bro. 10K would be good, but let's get me to 2K. I would really appreciate it. Again, guys, I really appreciate the support. Y'all are dope, man. I love talking to you guys. So keep talking to me. Again, if there's anything you want to show me or tell me or say something I missed, just leave a comment down below and we'll talk about it. If you want to have a debate, we can talk about it. But yeah, I'm out, guys. This is a lot to take in. I'm really curious to hear what they're going to say. But I'm out. It's your boy WattsTV. Peace.